What's up, everybody? Kimberly Olson here, also known as the Goal Digger Girl, coming in for a podcast party. We're going to talk about Facebook Lives, why they're so important, why you need them in your business, and how to crush it. But first, we are going to get this party started. So let me welcome you guys on before I start recording the podcast. Welcome. And I just want you guys to share with me, if you're doing Facebook Lives, let me know. Are you doing them? How often? Where are you doing them? Facebook personal page, Facebook business page, in a group, on Instagram like I am right now. For those that are watching this on Facebook, I'm going to live stream this, do premiere after. Let me know if you're doing Facebook Lives, where you're doing them. And I also want to know how frequently you're doing them, okay? It's going to be really good stuff. So let me get this podcast started. Welcome, everyone, to the Goal Digger Girls podcast, where we talk about crushing your goals and creating the life of your dreams. I'm Kimberly Olson, your hostess, and today for episode 61, we're going to talk about why you need Facebook Lives in your business and how to crush it. But first, let's listen to this week's listener review. This is from Angry7701. It's quite the username. You might want to work on that. Okay, so the must listen. I'm just kidding. Thank you for your review. I cannot say enough amazing things about Kimberly. She is so detail oriented and full of information. She has helped me with my business and personal life tremendously. You will not regret listening. I would love to know, for those that are actually on this live, if you're on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio listening to me right now, I actually stream this live every week if you want to visually see me do this. But for those that are actually watching, I'd love to know if you've actually been on my podcast. That would be really fun to know about that. If you're on my podcast, please leave a review. Once you leave that review, shoot me an email at thegoaldiggergirl@gmail.com, and I will have a special gift for you as a thank you. It really means a lot to me. We are approaching 60,000 downloads, you guys, and I just can't say enough of how much that means to me. All right, let's get into it. So when it comes to Facebook Lives, let's go over some things that you are doing or need to be doing with your Facebook Lives. I'm going to give you 5 steps today, and we're going to talk about what to do, why you need them, and how to crush it, okay? So when people always ask me, how in the world did you go from a nobody, you weren't even on social media at all? You guys, it's kind of a joke. I didn't even know how to tag people. I didn't know how to share a post. I knew nothing. How do you go from that to be able to grow to over 100,000 followers on social media in a year and a half? Like, how did you do that? Well, I thought a lot about it, and it wasn't luck at all. It really wasn't. There are plenty of people who are in the influencer space. I mean, seriously, it's pretty saturated. Not saturated, but there's a lot. There's lots and lots of network marketing trainers, so that's not new. Like, what was the difference, you know? And when I think about what I did that was different than what I see a lot of people doing is I did Facebook Lives. I had a specific message and method to my madness. I wasn't just like, so today I'm going to talk to you about this cell phone case. Like, there was always a method. There was a reason. I was listening to my audience. I was paying attention to what my team was struggling with, what I was struggling with. And then I followed my lit model that I'm actually trademarking right now. We've got Brazil in the house. That's awesome. So LIT, learn, implement, teach. That's literally what I would do. I would learn something. I'd implement it immediately, my friends. I'm talking within 24 to 48 hours, and then I would teach it. I would teach it to my team. I would teach it via Facebook Lives, and I did that every single week, okay? So this thing is yelling at me. Hold on. I just don't want to mess up my podcast. Okay. Don't want to mess that up. So that's really honestly what I did. And I'm going to give you the tips right now of what I did. And right now, if you're sitting here and you're like, I am never going to do a live. This Kimberly Olson is freaking crazy. You know what, you guys, you have to ask yourself how bad you want this. If you're not getting the results you want and you listen to me say Facebook Lives and you're like, oh, I'm not going to do that, or I don't need to. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. If you want to build up a personal brand and you want to build up the know, like, and trust factor and you want a 10x your business, as Grant Cardone would say, then you need Facebook Live. So whatever you got going in your head of why you can't do them, why you're not interesting, why you're embarrassed or you're introverted and you're like, I'm so terrified. Go figure that out. You have to figure that out. You got to work on your mindset. You have to be able to, oh, Jessica, you're friends with Jessica. That's so fun. Yeah, I love it. Sorry, somebody commented. She's my girl. She is one of my girls. I freaking love her. So you have to get past that. And you know what it comes down to? Self-confidence, self-esteem, and self-worth. The 3 S's. You go get your bad self on with self-development, loving yourself, understanding you're worthy and you have something to offer, And I promise you, it's not only going to transform your business, it's going to transform your life as well. Wouldn't that be awesome? So if you currently are just terrified of Facebook Lives, why don't you share that? If you're listening on iTunes, you can just, or listening to the podcast, you can just say it out loud. Are you afraid? If you are afraid, but you're willing to step into that fear and do it anyway, I want you to claim it and own it and make a commitment by commenting and saying, yes, I am committed to stepping through my fear. I will do Facebook Lives, Kimberly. I will do them. I'm a champion. Go get that song. We listened to it in the car on the way to school today. The girls love it. It's so cute. It's called The Champion by Carrie Underwood featuring Ludacris. And Addison, I'm not even kidding. She goes, Mommy, I told my friend at school, hey, you know what? Do you want to play, I'm going to raise my hands like Rocky and you're going to be on your back like Ali. And I was like, that's not even how the words go. And her little friend was like, oh yes, okay, let's be the champions. I mean, this is adorable. You can't make this up. Okay, so I'm going to share with you something I'm really excited about, and then we're going to get into the 5 tips. All right, so the 5 tips are, first thing you want to do is you want to get clear on your theme. Don't be that person that just has no method to their madness. You're going live and you're sharing like, oh, look at, I bought this new shirt. Like no one knows what the point of your message is or who you are. Like, who are you? What do you want to be known for? Okay. Is it you want to be a fitness person, a health person? You want to be the do-it-yourself crafty person, the organized mom? Are you into beauty, like fashion, reading books, personal development? Like what is your jam? What do you want to be known for? You do not need to be an expert. All you have to do is be actively engaged in that thing to learn more about it or share more about it or be in the up and up. And you just have to know more than one person. As long as you know them more than one person, you know more than one person. Say that 10 times fast. You are an influencer. I give you permission. You are now an influencer. Okay. So first thing you want to do is you want to get really clear on your theme. I want you to think of it as a weekly TV show. What would it look like if, like, for example, there's a girl on my team that did social media. Like one day of the week she did social media stuff. The other day she did self-care. Another girl did Wellness Wednesdays. Like, what do you want to be known for? What's your weekly TV show? Number 2 is they are not consistent. Okay. They're not consistent. What if you were watching The Bachelor, let's just say, I'm not watching it, but that was the one thing I had to give up to like crush it. And I did give it up and it was really sad. I don't even want to know about it. Please don't tell me if it's even on right now. But let's just say you were really into The Bachelor, okay? You're like, ooh, I can't wait until next week. Hi, Stacy. Nice to see you on Instagram. So you're just like, yeah, like who is he going to ditch? Like which girl is going to make it to the next week? Like what's going to happen? And then the next week they're like, oh, you know what? They don't even say anything. It's just not on. That would be even worse. And you're like tuning in. You're like, where are they? And then the next week they're back. You're like, oh, good. Maybe it was just a week. And then like 3 weeks go by. Are you becoming disengaged with that show and those people and the story? Yes, you are becoming disengaged. That's what happens with your audience. So sometimes you will play this story over and over again that no one's watching my stuff. I can't get any traction on my lives. I'm not getting a lot of views. A lot of times it's because you're not consistent, and that's not good for your algorithm either. Facebook wants you to be consistent. Instagram wants you to be consistent. So you will want to schedule it into your calendar. Find a day and time of the week that works best. It's ideal to have a set day and time because then you can let people know. However, it's not necessary. It's not required. So for me, when I started, I just went once a week to start. Then I made it where it was like every Monday. And then I got it down to people could expect me at 8 p.m. Central, and I've stuck to that over a year later, and it works really well. Number 3 is you need to be prepared. You need to be prepared. An outline is necessary. You're going to have an intro. You're going to say your name, who you are, because I'm sorry, but even on here, you can't see that this is the Goal Digger Girl, can you? If you're on Facebook business page watching this live, I don't even know if it's saying it right now, right? Have you ever watched somebody and then later like, who was that girl? And you just lost that person, okay? Say your name, introduction. Hi, this is Kimberly Olson, the Goal Digger Girl, and today we're going to talk about the 5 things you need to do to crush it with your Facebook Lives. Tell them what you're going to tell them. Tell them why you're going to tell them. I told you because everyone asked me, Kimberly, how did you grow so fast? This is how I grew so fast. You're going to give 3 to 5 tips. I'm giving you 5 today, and you're going to finish with a call to action, which you'll see me do. There's your outline. Merry Christmas, okay? So you're going to have your outline set. You're going to have your backdrop, my friends. You don't have to get a fancy backdrop like mine. I want a non-distracting background. Don't have the fan going. Don't have, I've seen them where there's like trash on the floor in the people's house. I'm like, that to me, like type A, I'm like, like we need to get a broom and sweep that up. I can't even listen to what the person's saying, right? Or they're like holding the phone and it's moving around. I was in the airport yesterday and did a live and I'm like, oh my gosh, like it drives me crazy. Okay, so get it all together. Be prepared, just get it together. You guys can do this, okay? If you take it seriously, you're going to get serious results. If you just like grab your phone and you're like, I'm going to do a live, it's a little different. 4 is you need a call to action. Could it be, please, if you love this video, let people know by, be careful with saying sharing because of engagement bait, but hey, drop this into your team page if you love this video. Hey, if you know anyone who could benefit from this message today, tag them in it, right? Call to action could be, hey, if you want to get in my group, I've got this thing, which we're going to talk about on the Facebook Live that I'm doing on emails, your email list and lead magnets. So, hey, if you want this thing in my group, put group below, we'll get you in the group. Okay. So you have to have a call to action, and then anything. It can be if you found value in this today, drop the fire emoji below. That's a call to action. It means you tell them to do something. Okay. And the 5th thing is the thing that you need to be able to do is to just do them. You need to believe in yourself. You need to think you have something to offer. And if you don't think that, you really got to dig deep and do some work. I know I started with that and I'm going to end with that. That is huge. I heard this from, I think Diane Hockman, where she said, your ordinary is extraordinary to other people. You have to remember a lot of people are isolated, they're remote, they don't get out a lot, they're only on Facebook or Instagram. They come onto these platforms to feel connected, to feel community, to feel engaged with other humans. And how amazing are something visual like a Facebook Live. So you have something to offer. Every single person has something to offer. We've all been planted with ideas and gifts in our heart I believe from God, and it's our duty to live them out. And when we don't, that's where the disconnect, the discord, and the discomfort comes into play, where we start acting out and having bad habits because we're not aligned with who we are. So you just have to figure out who that is. Like, what do you want to do? What do you want to share? And stop judging the outcome and what people think about you. You just got to do it. That's what I did. I was like, hello, the 12 people who watched my video this week. Like, seriously, that's how I started. Okay. So my call to action to you is put LINK, where, if you're watching this on Facebook. If you do that, you're going to get a message. The message is going to share with you this week. Oh, my mastermind is open. If you want to do my 30-day recruiting blitz, I have a 30-day blitz starting August 1st. First, we've done this before, and it's massive action, massive activity, but I'm just like pushing you the whole time. So if you're like, oh my gosh, I need accountability, I need somebody, like I got to get some massive numbers out, and you're just fumbling around, or you're doing the whole full of excuses BS of, oh, well, I got to wait till school back. Oh, no, August. School's back in session. We have to go school shopping. Oh, please. I have 2 kids. I've gone school shopping for myself. It does not take 2 months to go school shopping. Stop making those excuses. Because what will happen is you'll do that. And then it's like, well, the routine's back. Oh, wait, the holidays. And then it's 2020. Do you really want to seriously let the next 5 months go by and just be mad at yourself? No, you don't. So get in the 30-day recruiting blitz. It starts August 1st. If you want to get in it, put LINK. If you are on Instagram, I want you to drop me a message in my inbox and just put mastermind, and I will get you the application. I'm getting better at checking my inbox. I'm really working on it. I'll try. Otherwise, you can just find me somehow. There's ways to find me. You can get me. So mastermind application, apply for that. If you're in mastermind, I'm supposed to go live right now in the mastermind. I have to go. Okay. Also, automation domination workshop, drop link, LINK, for the automation domination workshop. My business is automated. My team is automated. We have over 500 people in our team. We launched in January. We're recruiting so fast. We're duplicating. It's crazy. So I'm going to teach you the onboarding, the launch strategy, the 3-way chats. I'm unveiling it all. I'm legit going to pull back the curtain and be like, this is what we do. So if you want to know how I'm doing it, I'm going to share it with you in the workshop. Okay, I really got to go. Okay, so good to see you guys. Have a great day. Until next time, go out there and crush your goals and create the life of your dreams. Bye. I'll see you guys later. Bye.